The cathedral bells, the waving crowds, the perfect image of royalty. But wait, this is no ordinary royal walk. It is her last public appearance before she becomes a bride. Spain expects a fairy tale, but what happens when the weight of a crown collides with the heart of a young woman? Today, we step into history. Spain's future queen, Princess Leonor, stands before her people one final time as a single woman. Every gesture, every smile, every pause in her step is etched with meaning. It is not just a farewell. It is a promise to her country, to her family, and to herself. From the earliest hours of the morning, the streets are alive. Flags ripple in the autumn breeze. Children climb on their fathers' shoulders just to catch a glimpse. Cameras flash, but what they capture is more than an image. They capture a transformation. Leonor is no longer simply a princess. She is a bride-to-be, a future queen, and the beating heart of Spain's monarchy. And yet, behind the radiant smiles, a deeper story unfolds. Was this appearance carefully orchestrated by the palace? Or was it Leonor's own request? To stand before her people, to embrace them before stepping into the most intimate, and most public, moment of her life. Notice her attire. Not lavish, not bridal, but purposeful, elegant, modest, symbolic. Every detail whispers of tradition and change. Her earrings, a nod to her mother, Queen Letizia. Her colors, evoking Spain's royal heritage. And her gaze, steady, luminous, unshaken. As she moves through the crowd, the chants grow louder. Some cry out her name. Others wave banners of love and loyalty. But listen closely, and you will hear more than excitement. You will hear hope. Hope that their future queen will carry the monarchy into a new era of strength, compassion, and modernity. Her last appearance before the wedding was not merely ceremonial. It was layered with messages. To the Spanish people, she said, "I am ready." To her fiancé, though absent from this stage, she said, "Our journey begins now." To her family, she said, "I will honor the crown you have placed upon me." But there is tension too. Within the palace walls, whispers stir. Will Leonor's marriage solidify the monarchy's stability, or will it expose cracks beneath the surface? Some critics argue she is too young. Others fear that her role as queen in waiting may overshadow her personal happiness. But Leonor seems unfazed. Her walk today silences doubt, replacing it with conviction. Look closely at Queen Letizia during this event. She watches her daughter not as a queen, but as a mother. Her eyes glisten, proud yet heavy. She knows the weight Leonor carries, the duality of being both a bride and a symbol of a nation. King Felipe stands tall, his hand often brushing his heart, as though to signal his blessing, his trust. And Princess Sofia, Leonor's sister, walks nearby, her presence calm, supportive, radiant in its own way. She too plays a role in this unfolding story, the sister who remains the anchor, the quiet strength behind the queen-to-be. This appearance is the closing of one chapter. But it is also the opening of another. The last wave before the wedding bells. The final bow before the crown takes its next step forward. And still, questions remain. What emotions filled Leonor's heart as she turned away from the crowd? Did she feel the enormity of history pressing on her shoulders? Or was she simply a young woman, deeply in love, eager to marry, and quietly whispering to herself, "I am ready"? In that delicate balance lies the essence of Leonor. A princess who belongs to her people, yet a woman who belongs to herself. A royal figure who must serve, yet a bride who must love. A future queen whose last appearance before her wedding will forever echo as the day Spain witnessed its destiny embodied in one radiant smile. And so the countdown continues. Tomorrow, she will be a bride. Soon after, she will be a queen. But today she was both. And Spain will never forget.